and Drop Dad Podcastians. Tonight, I am one half of your hosting team, Jess Green. The other half of Jess Squared is with me, the beautiful, always amazing Jess P. And tonight, we have taken over the show.
How dare you?
Stole that shit fair and square.
Put you guys on the back burner.
This is my goddamn show.
Not tonight, it's not.
You're right, it's not.
And I'm the star.
We're guests. That means we can just do whatever the fuck we want.
Yeah. Yeah.
Show the camera our boobs.
Oh, yeah.
If they can see him through the hair.
Ooh.
Yeah, you take your shirt off. Troy, I thought you took your shirt off.
I told you we weren't going to talk about this tonight.
Underneath that.
yeah. I think we're done here. We talked about this before, that we're going to get upset at something and just walk off like celebrities, you know, like touchy
and just
celebrities.
be utterly obnoxious.
Yeah. We were trying to be. I was anyway.
You don't have to try very hard.
Ow.
True.
Like, what are you, Howard Stern? I'm going to sit on a speaker so you can go brrr and jiggle my butt cheeks.
I mean, a little bit.
I remember that on that movie.
Private parts.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Hey, you guys got anything to drink on this fucking podcast? I'm parched over here.
Stop trying to tell us what to do. This is our show.
Fuck.
You want that beer? I'll go get my bottle of wine because we took over.
Oh, we could. I don't
Is
care.
it the bitch wine?
We're letting you guys. I mean,
It's your show.
Snoop Dogg wine.
Oh shit. You guys are running it. So if you guys don't want beer, we can swap it out for wine or whatever.
No, it's all right. Just you guys brought that. Do you want to introduce it?
Sure. The beer of the week. We have brought our finest Pig's Ass Porter by Harvest Moon Brewing from Belt, Montana. I'll do what Kevin does. An original London-style porter. There are no fun quips on here.
Nope, there's just some pig butts on there. I showed my daughter this, and she was like, "Oh my god!"
Yep. She was appalled.
Yeah.
So yeah,
This might be the first craft beer I ever had. You know, because Pig's Ass Porter's been around for a while. Yeah, from Belt, Montana. So.
Where is Belt?
Oh, I played them in football in high school.
It's up by Great Falls. It's
yeah.
east of Great Falls.
I'm not very good with Montana geography. I mean, I lived here for 8 years, but not growing up here. I have no idea where anything is in the state.
They cheersed each other, or are you gonna cheers me too, or am I a guest worthy of a cheers?
And then you two got to cheers each other with your wieners.
Ooh, yeah.
I mean, Doc.
Wiener cousins. All right, let's give it a go.
It's just shit beer you guys provide on this podcast. What the hell is this?
You know,
It's good though. Isn't it?
beggars
It's
can't
good
be
beer.
It's
choosers.
really
It is good beer.
Your other guest here is the one that brought it.
It's got. I haven't had Pig's Ass Porter in a long time. It's chocolatey. Got a bit of a chocolatiness to it.
I've never met the other guest a day in my life.
They've got some nice asses. I'm just saying, like they're well shaped.
Some rump roast.
Those are some
speaking
rump
of-
roasts.
May I tell a story on your podcast?
Yes, please.
Speaking of nice asses, so you know that my wife and I are adamant baseball fans. Maybe not adamant's not the right word. What's the right word?
Avid.
Avid. Thank you. Avid baseball fans. So we watch the Milwaukee Brewers almost every night. The other night, their center fielder came in across home plate and had to slide in, tore a big ass chunk out of his pants, just butt cheek hanging on the TV.
Best
Shout out
thing-
Joey Weimer.
Yep, best
can
thing that's
appreciate
happened in
that.
baseball in a minute. And he's cute and has got a nice butt. And I'm like, well, at least. he
Were you
has
both standing there like, woo?
I'm like,
I was throwing ones at the screen.
Yeah.
Wait, you think he's cute?
yeah, he's a cute kid.
He's got a mustache.
Other than the mustache, he's really cute, and he's a really good ball player.
He's a rookie.
Really good. He's a rookie, but he is a very good ball player.
He's a good fielder, not a great hitter.
He's a good hitter.
He's the lowest batting average on the team.
No, he does
Why
not.
don't you guys get a room? Jeez,
should-
at the baseball museum.
Wait. You should see us when Rhea Ripley's ass is jiggling on our TV.
On WWE.
I mean, I
Oh,
love that
baby.
ass too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
This is the first time we've ever been like this to like a celebrity. Not like
The same one that
Yeah.
we're like,
Yeah. yeah.
She's hot, man.
yeah, she is.
She is good
Oh yeah,
looking.
I thought you guys were gonna bring up when my wife showed you a picture of my butt without my consent.
I can assure you I have no idea what you're speaking about.
Yeah, she's just like, yeah, look at his butt, isn't it nice?
I don't
And
think
was
this ever
like,
happened, Kevin.
It's
Yeah.
fake news.
Yeah. This is evidence. Log it. Log it as evidence.
We're all denying.
Yeah,
so-
none of us are saying that it's ever happened. I'm
She's-
trying to
she's
find
gonna-
the stats.
Oh, I thought you were like, I'm trying to find all the other pictures of Kevin's butt.
You should see what your wife sends me.
Here's Kevin's sack. Here's Kevin's sack with
She
some
couldn't
lighting.
do that in one. It was a panoramic.
Yeah, we had to do a panoramic.
It wasn't just one shot.
This is something that we've talked about ever since we started hanging out, was like comparing butts and the fact that sack sizes. Like and I'm pretty sure that we've done like, okay, well, what's yours like? Is it like this, like this, like this, like this, like this? Like we've had in-depth conversations about our genitals.
What's your twist rate? How many times have you twisted it?
Yeah. Do you ever cup in the
shower?
and then like fill it up, like you lift it up like you're catching rain?
Okay, I have to come back and apologize. He does not have the worst batting average. He is second worst batting average, 217.
Who's below him?
Voigt
Yeah.
at 203.
Whatever that means.
Any Hoosers, do you guys have other friends that you have these kind of discussions with? And
No.
for us, it started off really slow, like dipping our toes in
No,
the
it
pond.
didn't.
It did initially because
Wait. The very first time we hung out, just the four of us, he puts on your giant ass TV a sex truth game.
that's my husband.
What game?
Yeah, it was like
It was like on your
he
TV.
picked categories and there were questions and we had to answer either as individuals or couples about each other, about our sex lives.
Yeah.
Really?
But that was after us like hanging out as a group of people for a while.
That was after we played Delta Green, but that was the first time it was just us four.
You don't
Yeah.
remember doing that?
No.
We were sitting in your living room and
at the old house.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, at the old house. And
Was I drunk?
that night, like, you remember Trent came over and we watched like Necrogoblicon and shit.
Oh, okay.
But
yeah.
early on in the night, when it was still daylight out, we were playing that game that you found. It was like
On the
couples
TV.
truth, and it was like cards. It was like a card game,
Mm-hmm.
and
Digitally.
a digital like
Really?
Yeah.
Have we played it since?
No.
no.
I have zero recollection of this.
I can hear the air as you're trying to access the memory. Like,
Yeah. I have zero recollection of this. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead. Tell your story.
I wasn't telling a story. I was asking them if they had other friends that they have our kind of conversations with
No.
because
Nope.
over the last year plus, like we have opened up about a lot of things and told a lot of our secrets and our truths to each other. And we're pretty open about a lot of things with people, but
Yeah, I want to know how everybody has sex, though. So, like,
how do you guys do it?
it does not, like, while I do not recall this event occurring, it does
doesn't
not surprise
surprise
me
me.
at all.
That's
It
how
do-
we found out about your guys' likeness below the waist.
Oh, that makes sense.
you don't remember that at all.
Nope. Zero recollection of this. I'm sorry. It's. Do you remember what game it was?
I don't, but I remember talking that night and discussing certain things.
It was like you downloaded a and you could like
Was it on the Roku?
maybe you could like I don't think it was something that you would like buy. I think it was like you found like these digital cards. Normally you'd buy it in a box, but you found it digitally, and you could like you could pick like a red color, and that was like a really intense question, like really personal.
Yeah, it had like
or-
like levels of
yeah, it had like
naughtiness.
four levels, and you could pick and stuff. And
Why didn't you guys tell me to fuck off?
we weren't uncomfortable. It was fine.
Yeah.
I just remember when we first, because it's very evident who I am, right? Like I have no problem talking about that stuff, whatever. And I remember when we first started hanging out, you two would look at each other and look for confirmation before telling a story.
Yeah.
you'd be like, oh, can I tell him this? Jess, can I tell him this? Kevin, can I tell him this? And now you're just like, bleh.
Yeah. Well, hey, that's
There was an alleged butt picture shared, apparently.
Allegedly.
Yeah. See, that's what's happening. Like, oh, hey, look at Kevin's butt. people.
Alleged.
But that just goes to show that, when you trust somebody, you can show them pictures of your spouse's butt.
Will
You
you
sent me
find
shower pictures. I don't know what you're...
find a different hill to die on? You've gone camping with him. I'm pretty sure he's already seen your bare ass in person.
I don't think so.
Mm-mm.
No.
I don't know. You
I'm
probably have.
He doesn't look and tell. He
I'm a
doesn't.
gentleman. God damn it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. But yeah, no, we don't have these conversations with anyone else because a lot of people that we hang out with are typically family.
Yeah, mostly.
That's a good reason. That's a good reason not to have these kind of conversations with.
And then the ones that aren't family, it's like we can't relate to their sex lives, I guess. Or lack of.
That's fair.
Straight missionary. Don't look at him. Don't look each other in the eye.
Don't you look at me.
What's that thing called that the Mormons do?
Soaking?
Yeah, there they go.
Soaking? Yeah, I think I told you guys about that.
Mhm.
I looked. Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Come on, buddies, shake the bed.
All right. I gotta. I'll tell people who don't know what that is. So, yeah, and this is really, really relevant to being a dad, apparently. But so in the Mormon religion, and you can write in if you're a Mormon. I don't know, but write in and tell me if this is true. But I've heard it a lot, in multiple sources, multiple places, and people talking about it. But apparently, so they're not allowed to have sex, but they're in college, right? And so what they'll do is they'll just, I guess, stick it in, right? And then they won't move, right? And then somebody will jump around on the bed, so it doesn't count, right?
So I saw a TikTok. There was like a guy on a college campus. He was like, what's your secret? What's your secret that you would share with us? And a girl said, I shook the bed for somebody soaking. So I'm like, fucking Kevin.
That's got to be awkward, like to be the shaker. You're just sitting there with your foot kicking it, like eating a bag of Doritos. You guys almost done?
That's what amateur porn sound guys do.
My arms are getting real tired here, guys. Are you almost done?
Gotta hope it's not a Tempur-Pedic.
God, you've soaked so long. I'm sure you're shriveled by now. God.
Did you ever see that college? I think it was College Humor, where the guy was like, "Oh yeah, I do all the Foley sound effects for adult films," and so he's just like digging into a melon. It's like
noodles in a pot.
He's just like eating a carrot.
What does that sound correlate with?
If you go
oh wait,
hard.
that was a different. That was for horses. Sorry, I have a different Foley video I was thinking of.
Whoa.
That was for
the adult film.
That was for non-erotic.
Okay, sure.
Foley is really interesting because like 99% of the sounds you hear is all made in a studio. They are not recording a river running by because sound is not that good. They can only record the voices, and then really, like, if you hear a dog barking on a show or a movie, you're hearing a voice or a thing that's been put in. And Foley is super interesting because people will, they'll put on like fucking horse hooves and walk around to make horse sounds, and they'll eat carrots to make it sound like a bone breaking or whatever. I sent Troy some of like digging into a like a bell pepper to make a bone breaking sound. Like, it's really fascinating to me. But anyway,
I know all about Foley.
yeah,
Oh no.
Too much about Foley.
go on.
Just looking for sound effects.
Oh, yeah, right. They were like, yeah, my amateur
Ear
porn
whistle.
night. I have to put in the sound effects later.
God damn it! Oh, it's not my show. Why am I trying to host?
Stop it. Stop it right now.
That was
Ooh.
right on the nipple. That's it. Twice in 2 episodes, you've abused me.
Somebody's gotta-
So what's this show about? What do you guys do here?
Yeah.
We make fun of these loser dads.
Aren't you guys
Entertaining.
Don't you guys run the show? Aren't you guys the loser dads?
We're not. We're making fun of the loser dads that typically run the show.
because
right.
we were bottom of the barrel choices, okay?
All right. Do you guys have any questions for us that you'd like us to answer?
I do. I started looking some up. What is the memory that makes you laugh the most about us?
About you and me?
Mm-hmm.
Queefgate.
Queefgate
Queefgate
2020. Yeah.
Queefgate 2020.
Go ahead.
We were
I knew that was coming. It happens to everyone.
It does. We were Oh God, I'm crying. We were on a trip to Wisconsin, and your mom lives in a duplex, and the bedrooms are like razor thin between the two. Or at that time, we're like razor thin, and we decided to have some fun, and we're going at it doggy style. Overestimated my stroke a little too much. Just pushed a whole bunch of air in there and just. No, that's not good.
It was so loud and so long.
There is no way that the neighbors in the duplex did not hear it. Oh, and I thought we were gonna piss ourselves laughing.
Sheesh, there, Tiger Woods.
Somebody ate too many fajitas next door.
But ever since then, it's been coined Queefgate 2020.
And like the more I laughed, the more it came out, which made us laugh more. And then you like collapsed on top of me. We just ended up in a ball, just giggling to
It's
each
funny.
other. It went on forever.
It's good times.
That was, yeah, probably our best, funniest memory together. Cheers to keep Queefgate 2020.
Well, cheers to that too. Why not?
Everybody queefs.
It's always in
Sounds like a
doggy style,
Mm-hmm.
and it's always because he overestimates a stroke and then shoves a bunch of air in there.
Well, there are some ladies that can just do it. Anyway.
Same question.
All right. I might need your help remembering some of these
This
moments.
is going to be a bit more difficult because
We've
you guys
been
have been together how
forever.
long?
4
4
years.
years.
In a week will be 11.
I gotta
In a
like,
week will be 11.
It's
Nah, nah,
its
nah,
turn.
It's turn.
well, I don't know. What's a good one?
This is a question for you. What is your favorite
She's
funny
the one I go
memory?
to for memories that I can't remember. I don't know. There was a couple, but like the ones that stand out are like when we first got together, we were eating Taco Bell. And
I know what you're going to say.
and like so then she goes like we're just eating and just being quiet because we're eating. And she pulls out this like big burrito, right? And she goes, and I'm mid bite, and she goes, "Which end am I supposed to fuck?" And I was like, dying. That's a classic one.
Which end am I supposed to fuck?
Yeah, because they both
Yeah.
look like buttholes.
Yeah. And she just said that in the air, just suddenly. There was no preemptive anything. There was another one where I was really tired. This is also at the beginning of our relationship, and I was like, she was like wide awake, and I was like passing out, and I was like, I'm really sleepy. I'm gonna go sleepy. Like I was saying it like that, and she goes, "Go to sleepy, you fuck nut."
Mind you, we're in this apartment where his divorced parents also live
Together.
in separate rooms.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And I'm just like, ugh, shut up.
I don't know. There's like it's like every week there's something hilarious that we laugh about for like 4 days straight. It's just all the time. There's ones that are just like classic, like, you know, like fucking Criterion Collection memories that I have where it's just like, I remember that 1,000 years ago.
Isn't that like the best part of being married to your best friend though? Like
Oh, yeah.
that you always have, because I mean I could say the same thing about us. There is something at least once a week that has
Yeah.
me like ready to piss my pants
Yeah.
laughing.
Rolling down the fucking stairs laughing. Yeah.
Yeah, Queefgate's one that like sticks out because we were really new. That was before we were married.
Oh, yeah.
Our third date, if you want to call it that, I got hammered on Mike's Hard.
Oh, that's right.
Classy.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
I drank the whole 6-pack in like less than an hour. It was bad. We all know how I get when I get hammered.
Yeah.
But
She gets
When
real,
you drink
real.
a bottle of wine.
She gets real
that
pukey.
was a bottle and a half. Thank you. So he had this really nice leather wastebasket, and I destroyed that thing with my puke. And I was so embarrassed that like I took it into the bathroom and was cleaning it in the bathtub while drunk. I'm
was
no,
like-
you can't do this. I have to clean
I was like,
it.
I don't even know where this came from. I don't care. Like, I didn't buy it. I don't know where it came from. I just had it to like throw trash in my room. But that was when I was, what, 20, 21?
21. We were just babes.
Yeah, still living with my parents, apparently.
Young whippersnappers.
Yeah, I don't know. If we come up with it, if we think of any more, we'll shout them out.
Sure. All
My
right.
mind is blank.
All right, what's your next question?
Oh, I don't know. I had a list going.
That was very Wisconsin.
That
of you.
was.
Super Wisconsin. The more she drinks, the more Wisconsin she gets.
I can't help it, eh?
Kevin gets a bit youpery sometimes.
My
Yeah, he does.
dad has the accent.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, put your petunias on the patio.
Have you seen what is it?
Escanaba in the Moonlight,
In the Moonlight? Yeah.
Escanaba in the Moonlight.
starring
Escanaba.
Jeff Daniels.
Mm.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have seen that.
Oh yeah, my dad had like a CD or a tape. It was a tape, and it was like the deer camp greatest hits or something like that. It was like, so you're supposed to put it on when you're camping in like a cabin or like out, hunting deer and stuff. And I remember there was one called the 30 Point Book.
The 30 Point Buck.
The 30 Point Book.
Yeah, I've heard it.
You've heard it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the accent right there.
Or like that one song's like, well, it's 40 below and I don't give a fuck. Got a heater in my truck and I'm off to the rodeo. That fucking song.
I remember like it's the second week of deer camp and all the guys are here.
That sounds awful.
Do you remember Ray Stevens?
I don't know. What?
He was like a comedian from back in the 90s. I think that's his name, Ray Stevens.
I don't know.
Mm.
No, you see, now I got to Google it. Write in if you know who Ray Stevens is, or if I'm totally fucking wrong here. Ray Stevens. Stevenson. He sang a song. No, Stevens. Don't look up Ray Stevenson.
You're leading them astray.
He sang a song called The Streak, I think. Yeah. I don't know. He kind of sings like hillbilly shit like that too.
Ooh, I've got a question now.
1974. My bad.
What was a moment where you second guessed your relationship?
Jeez.
With Kevin?
Never.
Daily.
Oh.
He's not throwing it back on the daily?
So you got to give me some clarifying points here.
Like, where you sat there and went, am I in the right relationship? Or is this going to last?
Full transparency?
That's up to you.
Since we've been together, well, our first year of marriage was really rough. It was a lot of us figuring out, but I don't think I ever questioned if I was in the right relationship comparing to the relationship that I was in. I've had it really, really fucking good. So I don't think I've ever.
Wow, he's a smart one.
I'm being 100% truthful. I'm trying to think if I've ever. I don't think I ever have. I've always been fairly confident. And again, it goes back to that. Like, I am one of the lucky ones that's truly married to my best friend. Like, Kevin, I love you. And, but.
Wiener cousins?
Yeah. But Jess has been my best friend since literally the day we met. So I've never really
And I already know your answer, but go ahead.
Look at her trying to set me up here.
Sucker.
I can honestly say, comparing to other relationships that I never ever questioned, I honestly just went like,
That's a lie.
it's not a lie. I honestly just went, when things were really bad and really tough and really rough, I thought that we weren't going to make it, but I never thought, oh, I'm going to go. Somebody else out there is for me. I never thought that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
take your question and eat it.
I'll answer. I never thought that he was wrong for me, but probably the first 5 to 6 months of our relationship, I didn't know if he would stick around. I didn't know. I had a lot of doubt about, was I a piece of ass? Or did he love me?
Both.
Both.
Yeah. And I wasn't sure for a long time. And a lot of that was just the situation that we were in and my own self-doubt. And I didn't have a lot of confidence in myself, much less anybody else. So I never doubted that I was in love with him and he was my person. I just didn't know if that was reciprocated. And then probably towards the end of me being in basic training, and he was still sending me letters and would still answer the phone when I called. And he wrote me one letter that I will never forget this line as long as I live. So I always asked him to send me updates, what's going on at home. And this one letter, no updates. It was just, I love you, I miss you, I love you, I miss you. Here's my heart. And at the end of the letter, he wrote, this isn't
Do you want me
an
to say it?
update letter. This is I fucking, what was it? I remember it. I remember the context. I don't remember the exact verbiage, though.
Thought you said you'd never forget it.
I had it in my head, and then I started talking, and then it went.
This isn't an update letter. This is an I fucking miss you letter.
Yep. And that's all that it was. He didn't tell me anything about what was going on at home, nothing about the kids, nothing else. And it was after I got that letter that I'm like, he's in it. He's in it, and he's not going anywhere.
He sent you a Polaroid of a shitter selfie.
Hashtag shitter selfies.
This is a big ass Polaroid camera.
They make little ones now. Have you seen the little
We
ones?
have one.
We have one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they print off like little itty bitty Polaroids. Yeah, why didn't you get one of those?
I mean, after all the ones I sent in lingerie, you think they'd be enough. You guys still have to have a shitter selfie. I had a sailor's cap tilted to the side and the bed sheet wrapped around me.
Oh my god, it's a sailor cap. Oh, that's so good. Oh god, I lost my contact. It's back on now. Oh god.
Yeah.
For a while in our relationship, like I never doubted that you loved me and that I loved you. I just always felt like I was too fucked up for you to need to deal with.
Yeah, now you're on pills.
Fuck yeah, I am. I am medicated.
Yeah, most of the problems we ever had were solved with various medications.
Don't do
Viagra
drugs,
being one of them.
okay?
It sounds bad to say, but honestly, like if you have something wrong in your brain, take your medication. Kanye West.
That was pointed. Don't do drugs, okay? Unless they're good for you.
No, but I think everybody, like Jess, I appreciate your transparency and willing to talk about that. But I think everybody experiences some of that fucked up. Like, who is going to enjoy my level of fucked up? Because, I mean, the three of you know I'm pretty fucked up the way that my brain works and some of the shit that I go on. You're kind of fucked up. I know you're fucked up.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm awesome. I'm a fucking ray of sunshine.
You're my ray of sunshine.
I'm going to put our fucking DMs on the screen and see some of the fucked up shit that we talked about. But everybody's a little fucked up. You just got to find your fucked up person. And that's mine. That's the one that I want.
Your fucked up matches my fucked up,
Yeah.
and I like it.
Preach. And it's weird, like, we've always been, like, on the same page with everything. Like, this morning, we fucking said the same exact thing at the same time. You remember that?
No. I have a shit memory. She's the memory bank. What happened?
Hang on, I gotta remember what it was.
I'll never forget it as long as I live. What was it?
I don't remember. I'm trying to remember what it was, but at the end of it, you went, "Fuck my butthole, get out of my brain." I was like,
We do that all the time, though.
all the time. It's weird how much it happens.
Yeah.
It's something to do with kids.
Fucking kids. I swear,
kids.
they're the reason
Wait, you guys might
that
want to change the context because you went from fucking buttholes to fucking kids. So
Fucking kids with attitudes. Wait, hang on. Attitudes on kids. What the fuck?
Yeah.
There we go.
yeah,
I swear, kids are the reason my memory went to shit. Because I had a great memory, like in college and in high school. Perfect grades. I could memorize shit. And then I had my kids, and I'm like, I still have pregnancy brain. It never went away. I
Yeah,
can't
same.
remember shit now.
Same girl.
My
Preach, sister.
my meds kind of make me a little fuzzy every now and again.
I had a boss that said that like she just got back when I started there. She just got back from having a kid, and a couple months into it, and she was like, before I left for maternity leave, I was on top of this shit, and she's like, and now I am struggling really bad. It changes your whole brain,
Yeah.
your whole function, and you go from I don't know,
High functioning to very low motherfucking
you
functioning.
go from wrinkly brain to smooth brain.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
You know why? It's because we're just like cows. We got decaffeinated.
That was my mom joke.
No way.
We are so much. We're just squared.
Holy shit.
That was my
Scissor
mom
me
joke.
tenders.
Fuck you.
That was
Kevin.
another one. I think I said it on a couple episodes ago, but that was another one where
We talked
she
about
got
it.
she got a little drunk.
No, we
She got-
talked about it.
I know, but if you watch the show, you might hear it. This show that we have, it's that one.
the show that you're hosting,
You know that one. So
Drop Dad Podcast.
we got a little drunk. You got really drunk.
I got really drunk.
And there's that episode of like South Park where Mr. Garrison is like, "Oh, scissor me, you know.
Scissor me, Xerxes. Scissor me.
Scissor me, Xerxes," and
Scissor me timbers.
yeah, and so she was trying to scissor me timbers, and she got really drunk and said, "Scissor me tenders."
But that's
And-
not what we were watching.
No, I know, but you were quoting South Park.
Yeah.
She was watching Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley wasn't a
if
thing
she-
back then.
Rhea Ripley was jailbait back then.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. It was I don't know, 10 years, something like that.
Mm-hmm. We were living with
years in.
my mom, really drunk, upstairs. It was St. Patrick's Day. And we were watching Orphan Black. And there's lesbians in there.
Mm-hmm.
And they were getting...
There's lesbians in there.
There's-
You just did that.
There's
There's lesbians in there. Yeah.
And they were getting it on. And I was like, really out of it. I was like, scissor me tenders, Cosima.
Just slapping moose knuckles.
Here, I got a question.
Ooh.
Oh, wait, I have a question, then you can ask it because you're the host. Here's a question. Describe a time where you, or tell the story about how you were walked in doing the business.
Well, he said,
Making whoopee.
making whoopee.
Making whoopee.
Haven't we told all these stories on the podcast?
Have
Have
we?
we been walked in on? We've been really good about closing and locking
Yeah.
the door.
No, but
We should
you've
learn.
told the story on the podcast, and then I told you the one about my girlfriend in. I was in high school. I
Oh,
was like
that's
in my
right.
early 20s.
Your dad.
Yeah, told her
barged
she
in.
needs to tan her ass.
Oh, that's right. That's right. We did
Yeah.
tell the stories.
Yeah,
but since they're here, I thought like that would be. But
The unfortunate thing is, both of ours involve my mom.
yeah, that's true. And-
Actually,
Love
Yeah.
you.
Yep, that was it. That was the story on Christmas Day when she was like, "Hey, we're gonna go to the store later. Love you," or whatever.
no, it was. She opened it, closed it real fast. Are you taking a nap?
Yes.
No. Okay. Later, can you help me carry the Christmas presents to the car for the party we're going to? Sure. Okay. Love you. And then I died. And then I came back to life.
I was like, Well, anyway,
No, we finished it out.
That's right.
did we really?
We
No,
went
you told me
strong.
that. Yeah, because I called you a champ.
Oh,
And then the other time, my mom's old house down the road from here, actually, it has an upstairs, and I don't know why we did this. So it had an unfinished closet at the end of the hallway, and when you opened it, the back wall wasn't there, and you could just see right into our room. Well, it had the shelves in it, so we used that as a headboard. Well, we left the closet door open, part of it in the hallway open, so you could see right into our room, right into our bed. And then all of a sudden, I see my mom's red fucking hair bobbing up the steps. I'm like, oh my God.
just like a dog at the end of the bed, like.
But there was that one time where, because, saving the earth, conserving water, showering together.
Always.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
We showered together, and then he was still in the bathroom, and I was
Oh yeah.
I was in his room. This is when he lived in the apartment with his parents.
Mhm.
Door shut. I'm naked because I was drying in front of a fan, and his mom walks in, just fucking door whips open, and I screamed and grabbed the closest thing to me, which was a box of Cheez-Its, and I scrunched my body behind it as much as I could.
Oh, that's not the story I was thinking you were telling. We were
Oh!
we were showering together, and you got out first, right? And you went out, and then everybody was like, "Where's the kid?" Right? It was like John's oldest. Where'd she go? Where'd she go? Where'd she go? We don't know where she is. She's missing. Right? I was just showering. And you came in and like, we're looking for her. We can't find her. I'm like, oh, that's crazy. And so I get out of the shower. I'm like, I'm going to go help. So I'm drying off. I get my clothes on. She was in the bathroom closet in there while I was showering. And she actually said, I didn't want to come out because I didn't want to see butt.
And then there was the one time where we were showering together, and I hadn't met all of his sisters yet. And Stephanie, and she was still like in her church cult.
That's one of my sisters. Yeah.
Yeah. He has 4. But we were showering together, and she was in town because she lived in Conrad. And she snuck into the bathroom and just decided to start reaching into the shower right towards me. And I went, hello? And she went, oh my God, I can't believe, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize you were in there. But she did know I was in there because his mom was like, yeah, they're in the shower together. But she still did that. And then, so
I'm hearing a reoccurring theme here, y'all. I don't know.
So, and then here's another little weird one. We weren't living with your parents at this point, but we were visiting, and the bathroom doorknob was all fucked up and off. And one of his nephews would come up and spy on me while I was going to the bathroom, and I would be like, hey, get out of here. And he'd duck away, and then just.
Has that ever happened to you?
"Fucking
You're like at a public place and some kid like crawls under the stall at
Got
you.
in the hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and then like a couple weeks later, we went to their house, and as we were leaving, he brings me a bouquet of hand-picked flowers
Oh, he liked watching you go pee.
and told me I was very pretty. And I was just like, thanks. And then I shut the door and I went, Kevin, he watched me pee and he gave me flowers.
He's
You
a
unlocked a
teenager now. He'd
He
probably
is.
die if he heard this.
Yep.
You unlocked a fetish for him.
Fuck.
This is awkward.
Do you have another question? I think we got time for maybe one or two more.
I couldn't find any good ones. They're all lame.
The hosts on this show.
I think we are better.
I think you guys should take over next week.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe we should take over for the next
Maybe we should
episode.
take over this drop dad, whatever it is.
No, see,
Bring this B-rate show
Here's the
to an
thing.
A.
Yeah.
it's called Drop Dad Podcast because I'm going to drop your motherfucking ass.
No, all the ones online are very lame. They're not funny.
They are.
Oh, jeez.
I looked through like 3 articles of 100 and some, and they're like How much do you love me?
You got to be quick with your questions. Like, what is the most, or what is the time that your spouse has embarrassed you the most?
Or,
what is it?
Like, describe how much, or like what it would be like if you could have a penis for a day.
Ooh.
What you would do.
What's the first thing you would do with a penis?
You wake up and you're like, and we'll give it a fair shake. Like what you can
Not
pick
your penis.
You can pick the size and the sack size. and the vein distribution. Do you want a little Snickers? Do you want like
What?
Do I get to play this game too?
did you see that people were upset that they said that people were upset that they said that Snickers removed the dick vein? They're like, my fucking Snickers was smooth. I want the dick vein back. Oh God.
And then you see people deep throating Snickers.
Oh my God. Anyway,
Yeah.
Penis for a day.
I would touch it, clearly.
I'd stick it in something.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Anything specific?
A vagina and a mouth. I want to know how it feels.
hold on.
I want to know how it feels.
Yeah, but hold on. Wait. Whose?
His.
This isn't me having a vagina for a day. It's you having a dick for a day.
Yeah, you got to go work on getting. You can't just go do it.
That's not
Hey,
how
can
it
I
works.
stick it in you real quick? I just want to see what it feels like.
I'm going to Vegas, baby.
You can tell that she has not had a penis before.
That is not how any of this works.
It's a whole thing.
You got to buy her drinks.
You got to spend an exorbitant amount of money.
I would also test the pain threshold because
Me too.
Sometimes I feel like y'all are milking it.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
For
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Game on.
Yeah, no,
Go for it.
What you should do is just go step on a fucking broom or something like that and just donk yourself and then
A rake
yeah, like a rake
or a shovel.
Yeah. Just
Just come to me. I'll kick you in the nuts.
yeah. Find out how quickly you feel like you want to shit your pants.
And how death seems like a likely option.
Yeah. Like I've gotten like nauseous, like I was gonna vomit, you know, and then I'm like, I gotta poop or puke. I don't know which.
Maybe both.
Yeah.
At the same time,
It's
just the worst.
yeah, it just makes you panic. You're like, I don't know what to do with my life.
To answer, like when your significant other has embarrassed you the most in public, it's pretty much whenever you get hammoed in a bar, anytime.
Oh.
Especially that one time that we ran into your ex and you're walking around outside with
that time.
It was funny, but walking around outside with an alcoholic beverage that you weren't supposed to take out of the bar.
I snuck it out.
You little rule breaker,
You little
you.
sneaker.
He sees her and he just yells, "Your butt is gross!" And he throws it at the ground and keeps walking.
To be fair,
To be fair,
To be
To be
fair.
I was a little way more drunk than I normally get that night. But I thought you were going to tell the other story about that rest stop. Unless that's a little too personal.
but when you couldn't figure out how to get out of it twice in a week.
No, your story at the rest stop.
Oh, fuck you! No, we're not going there.
You don't want me to tell that story?
You can tell it. That's fine. I don't
Oh,
care.
I've had
Am I
enough
always-
with this interview.
Oh yeah, I'm out. Are you gonna be mad at me if I tell the story?
I can't get it off.
Are you gonna be mad at me?
No, you can tell it.
All right. Okay,
You had to
Strap in.
mentally prepare.
I did because
Hang on.
this might be the most mad she's ever been at me. So we
Chug, chug, chug.
we had to.
Chug
so
chugs.
my mom asked us to go pick her up from Washington, right? So we made a little road trip. We were like, we're gonna go there and fucking come back as soon as we can. We don't want to be out for long. And on the trip, suddenly we were stricken with violent stomach diarrheas.
All three of us.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
And I was like, I don't think it's hitting me, guys. And they were like, I don't feel good at all. Right. And so I was like, all right, well, I just have to pee. So I'm just going to run into the rest stop or the little gas station.
Okay. Also, we have baby Claire.
Okay.
And I went in and then I went, oh no, oh no, oh no. And I was like, I got to go. I don't feel good.
And then his
right?
mom goes in,
Right. And so she's out there with the baby.
pumping gas.
And I'm like dying in there, right? And then I come out and I swear to God, you punched me in the chest. I came out and she was like, "You fucking ugh," and because what happened?
I couldn't leave the child in the car, and I shit myself pumping gas, diarrhea in my yoga pants.
And I was
no.
like, she was like, "You said
Because-
you were gonna be
because
fast," and I was like,
Yeah, I couldn't just go to the bathroom
No, you can't leave the kid either.
in fucking Idaho.
I felt bad, but I couldn't run out and go, "Hey, I'm gonna go poop," and then run back in.
Could've
No,
texted me.
I didn't know you had to go. Anyway, she
Should've
was
just
really
hung
mad.
ass in a
She-
garbage can.
I've done that.
Yeah.
I've totally done that.
Just be like, hit the road and
Oh,
go.
you poor
But yeah,
thing.
that
So I
was.
had to dig like my extra clothes out of the back of the
She
car
was
and waddle
so
in.
mad, like mad
Oh, yeah.
enough to hit me. Like that was insane.
in public.
Yeah, she, and I was like, "What'd I do?" Like I was just like dumbfounded. I was like, "What? I just went to the bathroom."
You should be thankful that you didn't shit yourself again.
Yeah, but like if you didn't
I'll
text,
be real fast.
but you didn't text me and say, "Hey, I'm fucking."
But you knew I had stomach issues.
But you weren't like, I got the green apple splatters right now, this moment.
And neither were you.
Pause for marital spat.
Hey, it's not us.
Hey, for once.
But yeah, I remember you hit me, and I'll never forget that feeling because I was like,
That kind of hurt.
"You hit me."
I was so mad and embarrassed.
Have I embarrassed you?
Has he ever made you shit yourself at a rest stop?
He has
And
not.
Barstow?
I will break this bottle.
I think not like
idea.
super, super embarrassed. There's been one, maybe two times where we were out doing karaoke and you were way too drunk because it takes forever to get to you. I don't know what it is with your luck with karaoke, but you're always at the bottom of the list. And by the time that comes around, you're tanked.
I'm a really bad singer.
And you're bad because you're drunk. And you're like,
I remember a masterful rendition of Forgot About Dre.
at Libation Station.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but he was tanked. That
Yeah,
was
you were.
not. That was
You guys
not.
started before we got there.
Yeah, you were tanked, and so then I'm like, okay, honey, give me the mic. Good job, honey. Give me the mic. You're done with karaoke for tonight because you're just so. If you do karaoke and you're not trashed, you do a really good job. But once you go over the hill.
It's a bell curve.
It's not. It's not good.
So when are we doing
honey.
karaoke again?
We need to. I was thinking about that the other day. I'm like, we haven't been out to Libation Station or we haven't been to Haps in a minute to do karaoke.
They're doing karaoke next door right now.
They got to go get their kiddos here soon.
Yeah.
Hey, if
Fuck them kids.
if you ever want to wow a karaoke audience, just hit them with the all-time classic "Unbreak My Heart." That'll get them pumped.
Margaritaville is a really good karaoke
Or
one.
tequila.
Or
Tequila.
tequila.
You just have to say a word.
So he's only done 3 songs for karaoke that I've ever witnessed. One was with me, one was by himself, one was with Stephanie. But it's really fun when he does the bad touch.
Shut up. Why?
It's fun because it's
What-
fun.
what do you
It's a
mean
fun
it's
song.
Oh yeah.
She gave you a compliment. You just told her to shut up. You shut
Oh,
up.
this is
Get
what I
off
drink.
of our show.
Oh, you know what?
You know what? I've had enough
Yeah.
of this abuse.
I think
I'm
this
just kidding.
is over.
Oh, you just flicked me in the nipple again.
It's your turn. You're the last one that hasn't shared. Have I embarrassed you in public before?
No.
I haven't shared. Have I?
No, you shared one on behalf of me.
Yeah. I didn't share when she embarrasses me.
Do it.
She punched me in the. No, I'm just kidding.
After I made her shit her pants.
You need to wait your turn, Kevin.
Okay, fine,
It's
jeez.
this guest's turn.
It's
Oh.
its turn.
It's turn right now.
Mr. Guest over there, he's so fancy. I thought I was a guest too. I thought we were the same level.
You thought wrong, bitch.
I'll make you shit your pants, boy.
No, I don't. You're too quiet in public. You don't talk. It's me that talks to everybody. You just kind of
Introvert.
The other
Yeah.
day there was a random
Introvert.
EDM thing, and you were dying, coughing because you have like lung disease, and we were walking by, and he was just like, "Stop it! You're dying! You're coughing your breath out!" And you just kept doing the.
Oh, when we went to the wine bar?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then you had to carry your piggyback.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not embarrassing.
No.
I mean, it takes a lot to embarrass me. A lot. I don't even remember the last time I was embarrassed.
All right, we're gonna pants him at karaoke.
Then I'll pull my underwear down and show my dick to the whole bar. You think that?
He probably just.
I'd helicopter for him.
Oh, we gotta come up with a way to embarrass
Nowadays,
Troy.
everybody. Sorry, I was gonna go there, but I think I'll tuck it back in.
Tuck it back in.
Tuck it.
Okay, Kevin, it's your turn now.
It's
my turn.
My turn.
It's your turn.
I don't know. What's a good time you embarrassed me?
Fuck, you didn't even have one.
I mean, there was that time where I was very hormonal and pregnant. I yelled at you in front of a bunch of strangers.
That was pretty embarrassing. Yeah. She yelled at me in front of a bunch of people I just met because she was very pregnant and very hormonal.
But
and
nobody knew I was pregnant.
It was a very not big deal. And you bust into John's house and just start yelling at me. And I'm
Okay.
like,
So here's what happened. It was before Brandon had moved back here. He was visiting, and he had two of his friends that I had no idea who the fuck they were go over to John's, and they're all drinking and playing games. And my 4-year-old is in the back somewhere, unsupervised.
okay, that is way worse than it was. It was a game night, and we all had like a 6-pack. Like you make it sound like we were fucking playing strip beer pong, and we just have a
But-
random kid on the roof.
In my hormonal paranoid mind was, I don't know these people, and they could easily corner her in the bathroom or, something bad.
Worst case scenario.
Yes. So I busted in, and I was just going to take Claire and go. And he was like, nope, I got to go do it too. And we fought the whole way home and for hours. And then he put me into a panic attack because he's an asshole. And now we're good.
I didn't do anything wrong. Anyway, pause for marital spat.
Number 2.
Yeah.
Stop touching it. You always fuck with me to stop touching it.
I'd like to fuck with you.
Whoa.
All right. So now we're on to the OnlyFans section of this.
All right, screen's going to go black. This is where the paywall is.
All right, get your feet out.
Okay.
Show us your knees.
I want to hear the rest of the penises, though. So you just want to fuck? And that was it?
Pretty much. I mean, Have you ever held Kevin when he's gone pee?
No, I have not done it yet.
It is so difficult. Like, I don't want to do that shit on a regular basis.
All right,
It
when we go
is-
home, when we go home, I'll do it.
Okay.
It
I'll
is
hold it in.
a
I'll report back.
lot more complicated than I thought it was. Like, I was,
Give you a new respect?
yeah, because I think I was bitching at you, like, there's piss everywhere. And you're like, okay, well, then come aim it and hold it for me. And I did. And I'm like, I just made an even bigger mess. I apologize, sir.
All right, Kevin, I'm
this
going to make you
sucks.
squat over the toilet so I can just be a straight down.
No. You got to stand up. You got to aim it.
Oh, it's even worse if you got a boner.
Oh, boner
Yeah.
piece are the
Yeah,
worst.
you got to like lay horizontally across the toilet.
Do you like do the bend? Do you
Yeah. Yeah.
do you do the handstand? Have you ever tried the handstand? I'm fucking with you. Just so it shoots
picture
down.
me, I would just I fall in the shower. Like picture me doing a handstand, trying to do a handstand in front of the toilet. I take the toilet out and cut my veins up.
Just get all the piss splash in your face. Just in it.
So I don't know. I thought you guys were gonna be a little more creative with your penis for a day. Like, I'm gonna take my sack and I'm gonna go make comic strips out of the comic book. Like, I'm gonna get a newspaper and get the ink.
Do you do that?
Well, no, I'm just
Okay.
saying. Yeah.
Here's the deal.
But I
I
might.
get to play with one whenever I want to, so that's not an issue. I just want to know what
The
it
feeling.
Yeah, I just want to know what it feels like. That's it. I can touch, play, explore whenever I want. I just
Make comics.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get a newspaper and a blank piece of paper, and
silly
then
putty.
yeah, do some silly putty comic strips.
Kevin,
Look, you can stretch Garfield's face.
oh. If I had a penis for a day, I would mushroom stamp the shit out of you.
Troy would come out with a black eye.
You've done it to me enough.
I know. I have. Yeah.
Payback's a bitch.
You wouldn't teabag me?
That too.
Arabian sunglasses, Arabian goggles.
The old Arabian goggles.
Classic.
Kevin, what would you do with the vagina for a day? Vagina and boobs.
Vagina boobs. Wait, did you say what you were going to do with a weenie?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what'd you say?
I'd touch it, I'd wank it, and then I'd test the pain threshold.
Today, she said, if I was you, I would just look at myself naked and wank it. She said that to me
I'm
today.
so hot. I'm so hot.
A little conceited. What would I do? I would make sure I would probably most likely
probably
make sure that I don't have any kind of wacky infections. Because that's the one thing I'm like most worried about.
You have it for a day and you're like, I'm going to make sure I don't have a yeast infection.
I'm going to go get some Vegiclean and just make sure. Because if I just woke up, there had to have been some weird transformation. I got husks laying around like snake skin. I want to make sure that I'm fucking clean and not gross. Like I didn't.
What the fuck?
Like this is somebody, whoever transplanted me didn't drag it out of the back of a fucking ditch. Found this in the ditch. I'm going to go put it on a dude. What? No. Like I want to make sure. Like if I wake up in an ice bath, are we talking magical?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, fine. In that case, I'd be wanking it. I want to know what the multiple thing is and why you guys always go like, oh.
Yeah. Multiple O's.
Or like on Letterkenny. Yes.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck.
Gotta milk the prostates.
Ugh, no.
Then John's in a zone up there. Yeah, I would figure it out. I mean, I think it would take me all 45 seconds to be like, there it is. Where has it been? Well, it's been right there. Easy peasy.
Sure, Kevin, sure.
Maybe. No, it takes a while. Oh, okay. I'd probably just go to some store and just buy things that vibrate.
Fine.
We already have those.
No, I'm just saying in a magic fairyland, I would be like, well, okay, I got to get the one with the tongue on it and the one with the tentacles on it and the one that flops around like a fucking, one that looks like a sea.
You gotta find the
shape.
up curve.
Yeah, one that looks like a whale.
Oh God, no.
The fist.
Yeah, I want to get the fist.
There's a Jesus one too.
Jesus.
Literally.
That's what you'd be saying. Oh, Jesus, I suppose.
There's the. Have you ever heard of the Mater Baiter? It's from Cars. It's like and it's just a fuck. It's exactly what you think. Like it has his face on it with the teeth and everything, but it's like.
Wait, was it like? Is that what the hot dog looks like too?
I bet there's a button on it that's like get her done.
Oh, that's great.
Ka-chugga, ka-chugga, chugga.
What about you? What'd you do with a vag and a pair of tits for a day?
Oh, I'd say probably the first 4 hours or so I'd be distracted playing with the boobies.
That's fair.
For 4 straight
Would you try
hours.
and milk them?
Milk them?
Yeah. I got nipples, Greg. Can you milk me?
Fucker.
I'd play with them for a few hours, and then for the purposes of science, I would
For science. For science.
We see right through you.
for science, I would want to see how much a vagina could hold.
Like loose change and fucking keys,
Yes. I'd get like a bunch of bouncy balls or
like
something.
ping pong balls.
Not ping pong. They're probably too big round, but
Machine
for
gun
some
it?
people. But like those little round Nerf ones for science, and see how many I could fit in
See how
there.
many you can launch across the yard.
And then I'd want to see what multiple O's felt like.
Yeah.
Because I'm one and done. I'm like, oh God, I'm done.
You'd have to figure out. By the end of the day, you'd have a preference. You'd be like, I like them big and curved. You'd have a preference by the end of the day.
And I could also fit 35 balls in me.
Did you know that it is possible for a woman to orgasm just from nipple stimulation?
I did know that.
Yeah.
Did you know that it's possible for my wife to orgasm just by nipple stimulation?
Kevin knows that about his wife too.
Did you know that it's possible to orgasm from just like not even touching? You can just do it. Some people can. They just do it.
That's getting into like tantric shit though.
Yeah. You gotta like meditate.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Midas.
I am one with the trees and the nature and the Anya.
All of the saplings. Well, that concludes the shitty episode.
Hey, wait, I got a dad joke.
What? No, this is our show. Thank you.
It better be up to our standards or I'm cutting the whole fucking thing.
All
That's
right.
fine. You can cut it.
Did I ever tell you guys about the time I got arrested? I'm not even telling a joke now. I'm telling you a real story. Did I tell you guys that?
He's never been
It's
fucking
it's a
arrested.
totally true story that I've never told anybody but you guys just now.
Okay. So I'll bite. You
All right.
were arrested.
I was arrested. I left my car at the bar. I took the bus home. It turns out I was too drunk to drive that too.
I would say that's one of the first questions I ever asked you was, who's your dad? Have you ever been arrested?
Who's your daddy?
I ask Jess that question almost nightly.
Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy?
There's some jokes that I won't tell on here because they're really gross, bad, but they're pretty funny with the right people, I guess.
Me.
Yeah, just Troy
As long as you tell him on purpose.
on purpose. Yeah.
So bad. I stole her jokes, so she's struggling.
You did.
Jeez, you guys didn't even have a joke prepared.
I did,
at all.
and she stole it. But
Hey, don't be.
she implemented it like right into the conversation. It was so smooth and perfect. Like,
Don't be shellfish.
That's some B-roll right there. Just me going,
TikTok.
You want one of my jokes? I have some.
okay, I have a lame one, but I'm just gonna say it.
Go for it.
So I told Jackson the other day I was gonna buy him a book on procrastination, but I keep putting it off.
wah, wah, wah. Well, it's time for socials, eh?
You get it, girl.
Well, hold on. Do you know that I've been telling a bunch of people about the benefits of eating dried grapes? Raising awareness.
All right, I'll hit you with one more. I'll hit you with one more on my golden list of good ones.
You know what? Hold on. I don't want you to whine about that.
Grapes,
I was
wine.
waiting for a bit. So I woke up with stir fry all over my bed this morning. I must have been sleepwalking again.
That's a good one.
Only the best make it into my list.
All right. So on our social medias, you can find us or them, these fucks, on
These
Twitter.
fucks.
On Twitter at Drop Dad Pod. On Instagram, Drop Dad Podcast. Facebook, just search up Drop Dad Podcast. TikTok, they're on YouTube. We also have a Discord that's in our bio links that you can click. Make sure you follow, comment, like, share, rate, review, subscribe, the other synonyms for those actions. And we're gonna hijack this moment. You ready for our announcement?
Get it, girl.
So this is Drop Dad. The other side of the coin will be Raising My Husband, coming soon to you.
So if you enjoyed our banter and commentary tonight, even though we were put on short notice and told
Oh, excuses.
We'll have structure.
we
we'll
will have
booze,
structure.
We'll have tits.
Yeah. It'll be a lot more
I
structured
will wear
than
my
tonight.
most cleaviest shirt.
Cleaviest.
Maybe that's what we're doing wrong. Do we need to wear shirts with cleavage?
Probably. Yeah. You gotta see ours.
You got to get one of those shirts where it looks like you're wearing a bikini.
Yeah.
Or we could just wear bikinis.
Get your tits
Yeah.
out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It
get your
sells.
tits out.
Tits out.
Well, most likely we're gonna wear fluffy robes and slippers and stuff.
And do face masks and drink wine and complain about how our husband is our other child.
I'll complain about how that one time my husband left me in the gas lane to shit myself.
Am I the worst half? Am I the
Is it me? Am I the asshole?
am I the worst half? These
The
might,
lesser.
The
Am I the
lesser
asshole?
half?
I'm the 3/4 and you're the 1/4.
Am I the quarter?
Oh,
But no, we're excited. We're gonna get our mom on and have our own fun guests. Certainly won't be bottom of the barrel fucking assholes like these.
You married us.
Ooh, are we a harem now?
Maybe.
Just a joint couple now. You married us.
Yeah.
You are contractually obligated to not only him but me and her. So
Well, when the tough gets going.
Yeah. So first guest on Raising My Husband, Helen Mirren,
The
Dame Maggie Smith.
Yes.
Dame Judi Dench.
I was Minerva McGonagall.
Hey, can you guys get Jenna Ortega? I just really want to meet her. Or Rhea Ripley in person. You know, just
Rhea Ripley for sure.
massive fan.
Massive hard on.
Motorboating son of a bitch.
Could you imagine if we were like, "Hey, do you want to be on our show?" She'd be like, "Nar," or whatever. She's Australian.
Also
You're
not a
beneath my-
mother.
Huh?
Also not a mother.
You don't need to be a mom. We got Trent.
Kevin and I could
Wait,
make
he's
her
a
one.
dad.
I was about to say.
I just forgot.
Easy to do. No, it should be fun.
We have you guys on the show. You're not dads.
Yeah, you guys are mom dads.
Mom, dads.
Mom, dads.
Hashtag
counts.
mom, dad.
Still counts, especially during camping.
Yeah, we're all dads camping.
No, I'm the mom dad during camping.
Oh, right. Oh, I
We
thought
went camping during Mother's Day weekend.
Yeah.
we did,
Yeah,
but we came
bunch of
back
assholes.
and I just copied everything you got because you grabbed the best things. We stopped at the gas. No, not the gas station.
Oh, the gas station.
We
That's
stopped
where
at
they
a
came
store
from.
and
Stopped at a store.
and I kind of like he would grab something and I'd be like, damn it, he grabbed the best one. Well, I'll just grab it too. And we ended up with the same exact ones because I wasn't
'Cause we're
trying
the
to
same
copy
person.
you, but
We
because
are,
you picked
apparently.
like the night. Oh, that's a really nice card. I hope he doesn't care if I take that too. And like those are nice flowers. I hope he doesn't care that I grab those exact same flowers. You grabbed the nicest thing, so that's what I would have grabbed. So you were probably like, he's fucking copying me. What an asshole.
Gag on it.
Hello. I don't care.
Okay.
It didn't bother me at all.
All right, cool. I'll just copy Troy every Mother's Day.
That's this Sunday.
Oh yeah.
Oh, fuck it is, isn't it? Fuck this, Mike.
That's bad, Mike.
Well, that's a wrap on tonight. Thank you all for joining us on the Drop Dad podcast, and we will see you next week. Peace.